This is Jeb. Jeb just downloaded War Thunder for the first time, and like most new players, picked Germany as his starter nation. As you can imagine, Jeb dies quite a lot, and in doing so, he reduces the stats of the vehicles he plays. If enough Jebs play one vehicle, it can show stats much lower than what the vehicle is actually capable of. And since the majority of Jebs flock to the German tech tree like moths to a flame, that tree often exhibits worse statistics than any of its counterparts. This is why you can see two identical vehicles in different tech trees exhibit wildly different statistics. For example, guess which one of these Jeb likes to play. If you guessed the one with worse stats, you'd be correct. And let me reiterate, these are the same exact vehicle. The same can be seen for a multitude of other vehicles. These are just a couple examples. But in each of these cases, the German tech tree variant displays far worse stats than its other tree's counterpart. Unfortunately, Gaijin heavily weighs vehicle statistics in its BR changes, which disproportionately affects harder nations or nations that don't have as many new players coming to them. This also means that when an already mediocre vehicle in a minor nation gets up-tiered, there aren't many new players joining the tree to drive back down the stats, so you'll see mostly veterans play that vehicle. This keeps the stats from dropping even further and makes it look like the vehicle's perfectly fine where it is. A good example of this is the EBR in the French tech tree. It's basically the same as the M24 Chaffee, fires the same rounds, has the same amount of horsepower per ton, and its only real advantage over the Chaffee is that it has a higher top speed, although you'll rarely even get close to it. In fact, you even lose the stabilizer, making your gun handling even worse than the Chaffee. Now, the M24 was just moved up from 3.7 to 4.0, so what BR do you think the EBR would be compared to it? The same BR maybe? 4.0? Maybe a slight up tier? No, this thing sits at BR 5.3, where it gets absolutely destroyed. In fact, even the German Puma at 3.7 gets slightly better horsepower per ton and a better round. But then again, since it's in the German tech tree, it sits at a very low BR. And unfortunately, odds are, if a vehicle gets moved up in BR in a minor nation, it's never gonna come back down. So yeah, that's the real reason BR changes are so horrible. And you can even see this coming into effect with the most recent BR changes. With the 50mm ME262 going down to 6.0, it's now lower in BR than the P51. Come on man, what are we doing? Of course, this isn't just an issue for aircraft. I mean, the early Tiger II getting moved down to the same BR as the 76 Jumbo is insane. And they moved the Chinese M41D up in BR. That thing's already a sad mobile where it is. So yeah, that's the real reason Gaijin's BR changes suck. Let me know of any other egregious examples I may have missed, and feel free to request a vehicle for me to play in the comments. If you learned something, consider giving me a like or subscribing. Anyway, that's about it, so thanks for watching.